Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
While Tyson Fury beats Usyk. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Tyson Fury has recently come out and stated that he's willing to come back and fight Usyk in an undisputed heavyweight showdown. And now that it's official that these guys want to get it on for undisputed, we can break down the fight. And I'm telling you now that Tyson Fury will beat Usyk. That's going to happen, and I'm going to tell you why. Everyone that Oleksandr Usyk has beat in the heavyweight division has had gas tank issues, has had stamina issues, and yet he's beaten all of these guys with those issues. Chaz Witherspoon, Derek Chisora, Anthony Joshua 1 and 2, all of these guys have gas tank issues. And yes, credit to Usyk. He's an elite fighter who wears down his opponents, exhausts them, and drags them into deep water. But make no mistake, all of these guys have a gas tank issue prior to Oleksandr Usyk. Now, I will tell you this. Tyson Fury does not have a gas tank issue. Tyson Fury is a different animal altogether. And look, let's break it down a little bit more. When you look at Witherspoon, this was a guy that Usyk had wore down, exhausted. But at the same time, this guy was full of cheeseburgers. He was exhausted. The guy quit on his stool because he was tired. He's even admitted that in multiple interviews. He was never really hurt. He was exhausted by Oleksandr Usyk. Just being in the ring with that much activity. And this is a guy who's already had gas tank issues in the past. You look at a guy like Derek Chisora, same similar situation. I mean, this guy, at the end of the fight, during the championship rounds, he was literally a punching bag. He had nothing left in the tank. Usyk had his way with this guy. He was hitting him like a piñata. We understand that. Derek Chisora bust his load and gassed out. And then Anthony Joshua in the first fight. Same thing. Even his own team said this guy was getting more and more tired as the fight went on. Anthony Joshua was wore down and wore out. And this is a guy we've seen exhausted in prior fights. We understand his gas tank has never been full. And then in the second fight, you see Anthony Joshua, before the fight even happened, he was stating that I don't know how good my conditioning is. I'll find out Saturday. And we found out. The last 3 rounds of the fight, Anthony Joshua took off and lost, if we're being honest. The 9th round where he had the best round of the fight. And he couldn't follow up because he was exhausted the last 3 rounds. The dude was sitting on his stool in between rounds. He was tired. He was trying to conserve energy. You've even seen boxing fans concerned prior to the fight that Anthony Joshua came to the pre-workout and he looked exhausted after a simple, basic workout. You understand that he had gas tank issues. He went into deep waters and he got drowned. And credit Oleksandr Usyk for being an elite fighter and contributing and adding to that, using that to his advantage. But make no mistake, that will not be the case with Tyson Fury. This is a man with no prior gas tank issues. This is a guy who will not get tired. In addition to that, he has a height advantage, a reach advantage. He has elite defense, unlike all of his prior opponents. He has an elite IQ, unlike all of his prior opponents. He has unpredictable offense. He has the ability to adjust at any moment, and he has 0 stamina issues. He can apply relentless pressure to Usyk literally the entire fight without getting tired, without gassing out. This will be another level Usyk will have to face when he faces Tyson Fury. Let's be honest and unbiased. Men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.